KVVO Abilene, 94.1 LPFM, Inspirational Country Radio.
Inspirational Country Radio. It's inspirational. It's positive country. Inspirational Country Radio. It's inspirational. It's positive country. It's inspirational Country Radio.
Well, good Friday morning to you. It is 7:01 on this 12th day of July 2019. This is Dustin Tatro. I'm by myself in studio this morning, and not too terribly sure why. Mike is still out. He said it was something about his golfing weekend or something, so kind of not sure what the story on that is. Also, Howdy said something about mowing. So anyways, I'll probably be by myself today. Today's day in Texas history. Do you know just how humble the beginnings of one of the state's most well-known medical schools really was? We'll talk about that in a little while. As well, today's This Day in History has a lot to do for those of you military history buffs. You'll be interested to find that out. Also, we're going to take a prayer time, so get your prayer requests in now. You can text those to 325-704-8810. Again, that is 704-8810 here in Abilene. Or if you're tuning in to our Simulcast this morning, just comment there and I'll see it, and we'll get that going very shortly this morning. We got a lot of great music on the way too as we kick your weekend off right, including Blake Shelton, the Josh Abbott Band, and here's a new one. I've loved this. We just added it at the end of last week. It's from the band Reeves. This is out of East Texas. It's called Man on Monday, right here on Inspirational Country Mornings.
There's a little more to it than church on a Sunday. Nobody's buying their ticket to heaven when they pass the plate. We can sing that song and do that dance, but we're just sharp-dressed hypocrites if we leave it behind the double doors underneath that steeple. Who's that man on Monday? Does he walk and talk the same way? Is it real or religion? Two lives we're living to say that we're okay. God ain't looking for a sold-out show. No, he's looking for a sold-out soul. But we'll keep getting cheated halfway, believing until we let him change. A man on Monday. Might not stand behind a pulpit, but our lives are preaching. And everybody's watching to see if we really believe it. Give that devil an inch and I'll take a mile. Make a fool out of us one day at a time. Don't hide the light, keep it shining. Let's live like we mean it. Who's that man on Monday? Does he walk and talk the same way? Is it real or religion? Two lives we're living to say that we're okay. God ain't looking for a sold-out show. No, he's looking for a sold-out soul. But we'll keep getting cheated halfway, believing until we
Inspirational Country Mornings Live. I'm Dustin Tatro with you on this Friday morning. That's the band Reeves, brand new out of East Texas. Here's Blake Shelton.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in a plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Inspirational Country Radio, taking you to a higher frequency.
Trust is a funny thing. You never know what it can bring. And it sure can cause you pain. Well, I've been hurt a time or two. Baby, I know so have you. So let's put the past away. Give this everything we've got. Baby, I'll trust you in the night when we're both wrong and nobody's right. Let's agree to disagree. Let's go slow, let's go fast. Let's just make sure we last. And if you will, I will too. Baby, I'll trust you. should let down your guard. How somebody get to your heart and see how you feel. Yeah, there's a chance I could hurt you again, and there's a chance you'll let me down. But it's important that we still give this everything we've got. Baby, I'll trust you in the night when we're both wrong and nobody's right. Let's agree to disagree. Let's go, so let's go fast. Let's just make sure we last. And if you will, I will too. Hey, baby, I'll trust you. Baby, I'll trust you in the night when we're both wrong and nobody's right. Let's agree to disagree. Let's go slow, let's go fast. Let's just make sure we last. And if you will, I will too. Hey, baby, I'll trust you in the night when we're both wrong and nobody's right. Let's agree to disagree. Let's go slow, let's go fast. Let's just make sure we last. And if you will, I will too. Hey, baby, I'll trust you. Baby, I'll trust you. Do you trust me too?
Baby, let's just make it last. I'm Dustin Tatro. Your good news is on your way, and I'm stuck up here by myself this morning. So you know what? I want to give something away. Caller number 3 at 325-704-8810. Your choice of the new Inspirational Country Radio caps. Again, that's caller number 3. 325-704-8810. We'll be back in a few minutes with your good news. Here's Winona.
Told me that you wanted somebody to talk to. You told me that you needed a friend. You told me that you wanted somebody to stay with you, somebody to stick with you to the end. So let me introduce you to someone who knows you. He knew you before you got your name. He's closer than a brother, more than your father. And all you've got to do is call on his name. Let's dance, shout, come on everybody, this time is present.
Good morning, Inspirational Country Mornings. Your caller number 1. Try again, please.
Come on everybody, it's all worth out. Well, it's all so very simple, all so very plain, and you won't need nobody to explain. When you
Good
believe
morning.
in your heart
Caller
that
number 2.
Jesus is
You
Lord,
might be
you
it.
will know
You
for
might be
yourself
it. Give us a
that
call
you
back,
can
all right?
dance, you can dance, shout,
I guess it's going to be your caller number 3. You may be the only person paying attention.
When we get to glory, we will tell the story how we lived in this world below. My soul was back in wonder how I made it over. When I see his face, that's when I will know. Hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna know how he brought me over. I'm gonna know how he brought me
And all right, so you need me to mail this to you. What's your address? And which one of the hats would you like? Just pick one. All right. And thanks for listening. Yes, sir, I will do that. And thanks for listening to us. And you have any requests for this morning? All right, I'll get that on board. All right, well, I'll get that on. Anthony, thanks for listening, and we'll get this out for you. Blessed day, everybody. That is Winona with Dance and Shout. Good morning. I'm Dustin Tatra along with you, and we do have a winner this morning. We do a giveaway, and people actually call in. Now, believe it or not, the same guy calling in 3 times is how that works out, but that seems about right. So here is the story. His name is Anthony Romero, and he wants to dedicate a song. We'll do this in just a minute. Randy Travis's 3 wooden crosses. His daughter recently had an emergency surgery, and he wants to give a praise report on that. So we'll definitely do that. And he did not have a preference for what type of hat we're selecting for him. So we're going to get that out in the mail to him. Anthony listens to us from Stratford. And I actually know where that's at. I had a friend that was a pastor up there. So we'll do that. And he said he's been listening to the radio station for a long time, and we're definitely appreciative to that. Paid off this morning. I don't know if anybody's just not interested in having a free hat from the radio station or not, but or they're just not paying attention. But hey, there you go. Got that. I'm working on getting that request in for you, and we are going to take a look at your good news right now first. Today we're in the book of wisdom, and we're in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 9 through 12. It says this on your Friday morning at 7:20. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, or be weary of his reproof, because the Lord reproves only him whom he loves. As a father, the son he delights in. That's your good news on this Friday morning. Around Abilene, the time is now 7:20, and we've got music on the way from Matt Kimbrough and the Browders. But for now, here's that request. Going out for Anthony Romero. This is for his daughter this morning. That praise report from recovering from that surgery. We're so glad to hear things like that. If you got a prayer request for us, text it to 325-704-8810. We're going to take a prayer time here in about 10-15 minutes, right here.
A farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and 2 of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never ever saw the stop sign, and 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres. The faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he lay his bloodstained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's the story that our preacher told last Sunday as he held that bloodstained Bible up for all of us to see. He said, "Bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me." There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not 4 of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are 3 wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
A little Randy Travis going out by special request to our contest winner this morning up in Stratford, Anthony Romero. Thanks for listening. We're going to get Howdy to get a hat in the mail for you today. Here are the Browders.
Some seek for wealth down here, some look for fame. See, I look for Jesus, with him I'll reign. See, I'm just a pilgrim here, but soon I'll be gone. Well, nothing's gonna hold me here, I'm headed home. Saying nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Heaven, the gates are near, it won't be long until I'm walking on the streets of gold, singing all around God's throne. Nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Die down here, for that trumpet sounds when they lay my body in the cold, cold ground. Well, you don't have to cry for me, don't sing no sad songs. Well, nothing's gonna hold me here, I'm headed home. I'm saying nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Heaven, the gates are near, brother, it won't be long until I'm walking on the streets of gold, singing all around God's throne. Nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Well, nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Heaven, the gates are near, brother, it won't be long until I'm walking on the streets of gold, singing all around God's throne. Nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Well, nothing can hold me here, I'm headed home. Home, home.
Well, I pulled out of Houston in a state of confusion. Which way I should turn, I didn't know. Dallas Dallas or Denver, Santa Fe or surrender. Just let this old rodeo go. And so I pulled over and stopped on the shoulder and stared at that picture of her. Abilene keeps calling me. And I've kept her waiting while I've been out chasing this living that I've called a dream. And my heart is starting to lean towards Abilene. And my old truck is smoking, and these old bones are broken, and I've sold everything but my soul. My heart's been divided, but I just decided my last ride'll be the ride home. And my only hope is her door is still open the way it was when I left Abilene. Keeps calling me. And I've kept her waiting while I've been out chasing this living that I've called a dream. And my heart is starting to lean towards a brown hair blowing, and me happy knowing, and this is where I wanna be. And I've kept her waiting while I've been out chasing this living that I've called a dream. And my heart is starting to lean towards Abilene. Abilene. Yeah, honey, I'm coming home.
Loving that from Matt Kimbrough. It's Abilene. And yeah, we're in Abilene. It is 7:30 on the dot on your Friday morning here on Inspirational Country Mornings live with Mike and Dustin. I'm just Dustin, and Mike is out going to be golfing this weekend. And Howdy is mowing. So we're here, and I found this, and I think some of you might be interested to know about this. You know about our North Abilene Chick-fil-A restaurant here. So here's what they posted just a half hour ago. Happy 7th birthday, Chick-fil-A North Abilene. And what better way to celebrate than some CFA Ice Dream? So if you stop by and tell the cashier, happy birthday, Chick-fil-A North Abilene, you get Ice Dream today. Of course, that's valid only today on their 7th birthday. I wonder how many that is, if it's like dog years or something, if it really counts as like being open for 49 years or something like that. Anyways, happy 7th anniversary. Always great to see local businesses taking off there. Of course, our friend Ben Salman, now the owner and operator out there. Pretty cool. All right. Also, I found this. This is out of Richmond, Virginia, and it's kind of relevant to us. We had those bird scooters in Abilene for a period of time, right? And they seem to have disappeared recently. So here's what Richmond had to say. This is off of CBS 6 in Richmond. Left for dead by their California-based owner, hundreds of electric scooters that were impounded by the city of Richmond last year are up for grabs. More than 300 scooters that are owned by the Silicon Valley startup Bird are for sale by a local towing company that rounded up last year at the city's order. Bird had dropped hundreds of the dockless vehicles in Richmond unannounced last summer, which at the time was in violation of existing city code that was related to blocking the right-of-way on sidewalks. Now, it sounds like an issue we've already had with that here in Abilene. Siebert's, which is a company that contractually handles the city of Richmond, Virginia's towing, gathered the scooters up by the truckload and had since been holding them at its lot. Now, yeah, I'm sure you could auction those. I don't know if they can be jailbroken or not, because I had signed up just to know what it was about as a charger, especially since being up here at night, and I found it very restrictive. It's like you can't pick them up until after 9 o'clock, and people were getting desperate for this. They were camped out here at the radio station, and that's part of the reason I signed up. I said, if you're going to put 5 of them on the sidewalk in front of the radio station, at least I can try to do that. No fat chance. Every time someone was out there hovering over them, usually at least 15 to 20 minutes before they even were available. And then if you do manage to get them on the app and go pick them up, you have to charge them, and not until they're charged and you go home from like my late night show and go home at 1 o'clock. No, you have to wait till like 4 o'clock to put them back out. And I just said, this is just too inconvenient, so I stopped doing those. And they never even asked for the chargers back. They'll only send you 3 at a time for one until you get enough points to command more. But anyways, I haven't seen them in a while. They had sent out an email that said, help us round them up, and they put them in the in a storage building over there off of Judge Ely and Highway 80. Haven't heard from them since, but the app locks them. And so you have to unlock them to either move them or ride them. So I don't know out in Richmond, Virginia, if anybody that wins these at auction will be able to do much with them. But it kind of makes you wonder what's going to be going on in Abilene, where these things are, and what the status is going to be. It sounds like they've avoided getting them impounded by the city of Abilene, though. So interesting story there. Not the chicken bird, but the scooter bird. All right. Still looking. I asked a question on Facebook about this day in history. We're going to get there in about 10 minutes. So if you think you can answer that, there's a contest there, but we're not going to offer that on air. Go check out our Facebook page. The question is in the comments on our live simulcast as of this morning. And I also want to mention something is going on with one of our stream providers that is following us way behind. I'm not sure where the issue is, if it's the multicast, if it's the production side, but it is not here anyways. No, if you're watching by simulcast, it is significantly behind and having some issues with us this morning. So I'll be right back with your weather forecast.
Buying a new or used car is a major step in life, and there's a salesman at McGavick Nissan at 818 East Overland by the name of Joseph Salvin who has the nickname The Solver, because he helps buyers with any minor bumps or glitches that might arise during the process. He's been around the car business for a long time. We're not talking rookie here. He knows your hood from your trunk, your sedan from your hardtop, the big bad trucks for you guys to the family SUVs for the little misses and the kids. Joseph Salvin is one of the good guys, a straight shooter, and he might even have a white hat in his office. 325-695-2970. Cell phone number 210-807-2610. Those are his VIPNs. Very important phone numbers. And yes, he is also internet tech savvy. His email address is joseph.sullivan@mcgavicknissan.com. And we would like to thank Joseph Sullivan, an Air Force Special Services veteran, for sponsoring this portion of Inspirational Country Radio.
Inspirational Country Mornings live on your Friday. Oh, we got 6 people with us on the web stream this morning, including out in Eastern Europe. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but today in Abilene is going to be sunny with a high of 94 degrees and northeasterly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. In fact, that's pretty much true through the weekend. Highs in the mid-90s with moderate, generally northerly winds. Tonight, we're cooling off to 68. First time in a while, we're below 70 at night. And on your Saturday, clear skies and a high of 93 tomorrow. Right now, it's 75 across the Key City. That's been another look, or our first look this morning at your National Weather Service forecast. Great music on the way from Cindy Hewlett. And here's Johnny Rowlett, I Am Saved. 94.1 Abilene's Inspirational Country Radio.
Life is nothing but a one-way track. There's only forward, no going back. Again, never again. Like slow motion in a runaway car. The bridge is out, but you just don't know how far. Up ahead, I am not afraid, 'cause heaven is just a breath away. I am not afraid. One thing that the world can't take away. I am saved. Living hard, I was living fast. The thrill was gone, I just couldn't make it last. Couldn't make it last. To get away from this disgrace, searching for a hiding place. A hiding place. I am not afraid. Heaven is just a breath away. I am not afraid. One thing that the world can't take away. I am saved. I am saved. I am saved from the life that brought me shame. Saved from the choices I can't change. Saved from the world with eyes of blame. Saved from the bottle that dulled my pain. Saved from the life that brought me shame. Saved from the choices I can't change. Saved from the world with eyes of blame. Saved from the bottle that dulled my pain. I am not afraid.
Johnny Rowlett. I am saved here on Inspirational Country Radio. We're going to take a break for a prayer time coming up in just a little while, along with this day in Texas history. And in the comments on our Simulcast, it is running a little bit behind us this morning. We've got a trivia question there for you. A t-shirt up for grabs, but I'm not going to mention it on air, so check us out on Facebook. Here's Cindy Hewlett. A classic is on the way from Dolly.
Had a flat tire on my way to work. Looks like I'm gonna be late. Should've stayed home in bed and covered up my head and start this day over again. When life gives you lemons, don't let all the critics. When the walls are closing in, remember you've got friends. It's a needle in the haystack. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. When it's all too much and you finally had just enough. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. I know things don't always go my way. Mama said that life's not fair. Gonna put you to the test, so do your best. Girl, stop feeling sorry for yourself. When life gives you lemons, don't let all the critics. When the walls are closing in, remember you've got friends. It's a needle in the haystack. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. When it's all too much and you finally had just enough. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna make it through. Yes, you will. When life gives you lemons, don't let all the critics. When the walls are closing in, remember you've got friends. It's a needle in the haystack. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. When it's all too much and you finally had just enough. Don't sweat the small stuff. 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 What you gonna do? You're gonna make it through. Yes, you will. Stand your ground. You're gonna make it through. Don't sweat it.
Here's an inspirational country classic.
I'll do everything I can to make you proud to be my man.
And I'll fulfill all your fantasies.
I guess we're promising a lot, but for now it's all we've got.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years.
until the end, there'll be no other.
And my heart has only room for one.
Yes, I'll always love you,
and I'll always be here for you, and I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rock-a-bye, rock of ages. Side by side, we'll be together always.
and if you hold me tight when you love me, that's all I'll ask of you.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rock-a-bye, rock of ages. Side by side, we'll be together always. And yes, I'll always love you,
And I'll always be here for you.
and I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Yes, I'll be here, and I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Through our rocking years.
It's Dolly Parton on Inspirational Country Mornings, 7:48 on your Friday. And we are still waiting on some prayer requests to come in. We are gonna share a little bit as we go before God this morning. We'll give it another 10 minutes or so. Here's how to get yours in. All you've got to do is send us a text to 325-704-8810. That's 325-704-8810. And did you know you also can write in if you're writing something for the air staff here that doesn't have to do with the business office side of things? You can send any correspondence through the mail. I know there's some of you that would prefer to do that. You can send that to us here at the radio station, 542 Butternut Suite B. That's 542 Butternut in Abilene, Texas, 79602. So with that in mind, it's hard to reach when you're connected to something. And it does not want to come with you. Howdy had an interview yesterday with Cheryl Carpenter, and there's this event going on. It's tonight. It is an evening of praise and worship going on at the Hilton Garden Inn tonight at 6:30. They say Unity in the Community invites you to come and join us for an evening of praise and worship. They're partnering with Movement 12. They're enjoying poetry, prophetic art, dance, and much more. Special guest speaker, and I know this one, Chaplain Beth Reeves with APD. So what a great heart to share this evening out at the Garden Inn and an evening of praise of worship. Again, that's tonight on Ridgemont Drive at the Garden Inn at 6:30. And make note of this upcoming weekend, not tomorrow, but the next weekend down in Brownwood at Lemon's Barbecue. This is a jam, also almost a miniature festival. About 13 different groups and singers from all across Texas and Oklahoma for some of the best Southern country and bluegrass gospel from our area at one time. On Saturday, July 20th, that starts at 10 o'clock. Sunday, July 21st, music starts at 10:30, and they're going to take a break for a message at around 11 o'clock. Again, this is going on in Brownwood next weekend at Lemon's Barbecue. If you've got an event for us to announce here on ICR, do send it to us. The best way to do that is by email. Send it to icradiodustin@gmail.com. Again, that is icradiodustin@gmail.com. We got a lot of great music on the way after these words, including Josh Turner with Ricky Skaggs.
Did you know that Abilene Cars is at 1433 South Willis? Who is Abilene Cars, you may ask? Well, Abilene Cars at 1433 South Willis is the place you go when your vehicle begins to spit, sputter, cough, make noises that you really don't like, or just dies for no known reason. Abilene Cars has a full service garage, to find the reasons for all of the above issues and answer questions you may have. 692-1338. 692-1338. They offer complete computer diagnosis, tune-ups, oil changes, tires, air conditioning, and fleet maintenance are just some of the other services offered by Abilene Cars. Abilene Cars is a supporter and a sponsor of this part of Inspirational Country Radio, and we thank them. Abilene Cars, 1433 South Willis, 692-1338.
Hey, this is Les Roberts. Join me on the next Gospel Country Countdown for the second weekend of July. We'll be counting down the top 10 songs of today's Christian country music, and we got four brand new songs in the top 10.
Saturday evenings at 7 on Inspirational Country Radio, 94.1 FM, Abilene.
Some folks will do anything for money, cheat and lie and steal. Won't even take the time to go to church on Sunday, but they got plenty of time to make a deal. Please forgive me if I ever act like that. That ain't the way I wanna be. I pray every night that everything I
Josh Turner with Ricky Skaggs. It's almost 8 o'clock on your Friday morning. We are off to a great start on the last work day of the week. I'm headed down to San Angelo after lunchtime. Got a concert down there I'm going to go to. I want to remind you about a concert coming up in Abilene that relates to our Texas country music family. Zane Turner will be live in Abilene on Friday night, July the 26th. This is going on at Homer's. You can find ticket information at Eventbrite and also get a reminder they have created an event on Facebook, Zane Williams in Abilene. That is on the 26th. And we got a lot more to talk about still on the way. I'm here by myself, having a great time. I'm Dustin Tatro with you live on your Friday morning, although Mike and DJ Howdy both have been on the Simulcast this morning. I'm not sure what was going on with that. It seemed like for a while it was running way behind us. Now I've got a green light on our control panel, and of course we're off Facebook for the morning already because we're about an hour in. If you do tune into our morning Simulcast, know that our YouTube streaming platform is much more stable. It stays with us for the entire show, and if you go back and watch an interview or something later, there won't be little bits of the audio missing. Video quality is better. There is a chat available. So, and you don't have to be a member of YouTube to do that, but you do to work with the chat with us. But you can go view the Simulcast without even having a YouTube account. If you've got a Gmail or Google account, you do have a YouTube account already. So you can log in and comment and part of the chat. We're on YouTube at Inspirational Country Radio, and we are still live there this morning and will be until around 9 o'clock. We'll be back after the top of the hour, but for now, we added this one last weekend, and it is rotating through. And before we get to the top of our 8 o'clock hour, here is local artist Don Compton and Walk by Faith.
Been here much too long on this spinning ball, my temporary home. I wanna fly away to a better place where love lives, where the sun shines all of the time. There are no worries on your mind. Every day is beautiful. There's music in the air. Where I call home, take me home. Fast, burning out of control. We need to stop and pray for the lost and dying souls. And we can live as one, dance before the Lord someday. Where the sun shines all of the time. There are no worries on your mind. Every day is beautiful. There's music in the air. Where I call home, take me home. On a ship that's going down, but there'll be no reason to cry on the day we hear the sweet trumpet sound, and we fly away way. Yeah. Where the sun shines all of the time. There are no worries on your mind. Every day is beautiful. There's music in the air. Where I call home, take me home, take me home. Where I call home, take me home, take me home.
KVVO Abilene, 94.1 LPFM, Inspirational Country Radio.
Inspirational Country Radio. It's inspirational. It's positive country. Inspirational Country Radio. It's inspirational. It's positive country. It's inspirational Country Radio.
8:03 on your Friday morning. Good morning. I'm Dustin Tater along with you. You're listening to Abilene's Inspirational Country Mornings. Still nobody sending in prayer requests. We'll make a nice generic prayer and go with how the Spirit leads us. That probably coming up in about 15 minutes, along with a final look on the morning show, your good news today. So get those in. The best way to do it is to send us a text at 325-704-8810. That is 325-704-8810. If you've got something specific for us to lift up today or even an unspoken request, we'll take care of that. We got music coming up in the next few minutes, music from Brad Paisley. And how about some Cody Johnson as we kick off another hour? It's called When the Good Guys Win. I'm Dustin Tater along with you for about the next 45, 50 minutes or so right here on ICR.
He's a greasy wrench turning on a big black Chevrolet. First in, last out every day. He's a mega dollar, give a dollar if you need me, holler, kind of good old boy. There's a single white trailer, couple acres on the edge of town. Front porch sun going down, and that pretty thing swinging in the swing like a dream is wearing his ring. Don't you love it when the good guys win? Don't you love it when a ship comes in? Yeah, man, every now and then what goes around comes around again. Don't you love a little long shot prayer? Underdog on a hell of a tear. He wants a kiss and she leans in. Don't you love it when the good guys win? She's $1 million smile in a $10 kind of town, the kind that turns hard luck around. She's with them to the end, good or bad, thick or thin, yeah, he's on a roll now. Don't you love it when the good guys win? Don't you love it when a ship comes in? Yeah, man, every now and then what goes around comes around again. Don't you love a little long shot prayer? Underdog on a hell of a tear. He wants a kiss and she leans in. Don't you love it when the good guys win? Yeah, when the good guys win. He's a greasy wrench turning on a big black Chevrolet. First in, last out every day. He's a mega dollar, give a dollar if you need me, holler, kind of good old boy. Don't you love it when the good guys win? Don't you love it when a ship comes in? Yeah, man, every now and then what goes around comes around again. Don't you love a little long shot prayer? Underdog on a hell of a tear. He wants a kiss and she leans in. Don't you love it when the good guys win?
Little Granger Smith, don't you love it when the good guys win? It's great to be on those mountaintops, but my friend Erasmo reposted something this morning saying, you know, those valleys will teach you a lesson that the mountaintops can't, too. Your good news is on the way. Here's Brad Paisley.
This is the gospel according to me. A tale of whiskey turned to wine. Ain't no moving of a mountain, ain't no parting of the sea. But I stand here a witness of something just as divine. My miracle is 5'5". No doubt in my mind, she's the reason I'm alive. And I wasn't always spiritual. Oh, but one thing's for sure. How could I not have faith in the God that created her? My mama used to pray someday I'd see the light. Never thought it'd be in someone's eyes. In a crowded restaurant on a Friday night, I heard angels sing, my whole life changed, and I realized my miracle was standing right there, looking so beautiful, with blue jeans and long brown hair. And I wasn't always spiritual. Oh, but one thing's for sure. How could I not have faith in the God that created her? You see me now, it's crazy how my life changed. But here I stand, a better man, and you can blame my miracle. I wasn't always spiritual. Oh, but one thing's for sure. How could I not have faith? Yeah, how could anybody not have faith in the God that created her?
Hey there, today we would like to thank Barbara H. for sponsoring Inspirational Country Radio.
You're hanging by a thread. It won't hold you anymore. It don't matter anyway, 'cause you're gonna let go. You're giving up and giving in. You won't let it out. You hold it in. You hold it in. Your sanity's fading, but there's a saying you're waiting
hold you tight day and night, forever and ever. So lay your head on his chest, and he'll give you peace and rest, and nothing less. A safer place to hide, and arms open wide. His arms are open wide. Come weary and heavy laden, are you waiting for? Don't settle for a little when you can have so much more. Lay your burdens at his feet, and he will lift you to yours. And with his strength you'll stand, you will stand. I'll step into his arms, oh yeah, and come to know your God. Yeah, he's waiting for you, with arms open wide, stretched out to wrap around your life, to hold you tight day and night, forever and ever. So lay your head on his chest, and he'll give you peace and rest, and nothing less. Will save a place to hide, than arms open wide. Arms open wide, stretched out to wrap around your life, to hold you tight day and night, forever and ever. So lay your head on his chest, and he'll give you peace and rest, and nothing less. No safer place to hide than arms open wide. Arms open wide. Yeah, his arms, yeah, his arms are waiting for you.
Arms open wide. It's Corey Farlow. It is about 8:15 on your Friday morning, and not seeing any prayer requests, so we'll just make a generic prayer for the weekend. Lord, be with all of our folks, all of our family, all of our friends, and those people we don't even know, for safety, for blessings over the weekend too. Lord, give us opportunities even in our times of rest and recovery to serve you in excellent ways. Lord, we thank you for our artists. We thank you for the opportunity to have such a great ministry as we have here at Inspirational Country Radio. Continue to place this station in the places it needs to be, even if supernatural things have to happen electronically for that to be the case. Lord, guard our finances as a ministry, and help us be the greatest stewards for the resources you've given us. Not just those of us that come up here and get on air, but all of those that stand alongside us, our underwriters, our donors, and our listeners. Lord, be with all of them. And we pray for blessing. We pray for protection. We pray that we may never lose sight of what your grace is about and what your mercy is about, and not allow us to be consumed by what Satan would have us believe about ourselves, that we are not deserving of it. Lord, we're deserving of it because you tell us we are, and that we're redeemed. Let us never forget that. Lord, be with us, and may your will be done in our lives, and us not miss what you tell us to do. God's got this. Kelly Kenning, that's coming up, along with another look at your weather forecast. It's now 8:17 on your Friday morning. It's Inspirational Country Mornings. I'm Dustin Tatro.
Did you know that Abilene Cars is at 1433 South Willis? Who is Abilene Cars, you may ask? Well, Abilene Cars at 1433 South Willis is the place you go when your vehicle begins to spit, sputter, cough, make noises that you really don't like, or just dies for no known reason. Abilene Cars has a full service garage, to find the reasons for all of the above issues and answer questions you may have. 692-1338. 692-1338. They offer complete computer diagnosis, tune-ups, oil changes, tires, air conditioning, and fleet maintenance are just some of the other services offered by Abilene Cars. Abilene Cars is a supporter and a sponsor of this part of Inspirational Country Radio, and we thank them. Abilene Cars, 1433 South Willis, 692-1338.
Up to 77 degrees already at almost 8:30 on your Friday morning. We're going to top out today at around 94 degrees. The next couple of days a little bit cooler than what we've had. Winds for the next about 5 days from the northeast at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, cooling off down below 70 degrees into the upper 60s. We'll see 93 for your afternoon high on your Saturday, 95 on Sunday, and 97 on Monday. Towards the middle of next week, we'll be back up to around 100 degrees. Again, 77 currently here in the Key City. I'm Dustin Tatro. You're listening to Abilene's Inspirational Country Radio. Today's day in Texas history. Let's go ahead and do that. I asked the trivia question on our Facebook page, and we had no answer, so here we go. On Today in Texas history in 1943 in Houston, it was the Baylor College of Medicine that opened in a department store, and it was a former Sears and Roebuck location. It's the Baylor School of Medicine. Humble beginnings, right? In 1992, a memorial to Buddy Holly was unveiled, not in Lubbock, but in Dallas, Texas. And 2016, you may remember this somber date. In Dallas, President Obama and former President George W. Bush attended a memorial service for 5 murdered police officers. They had been killed on July the 7th of 2016 during a downtown Dallas protest march. And today's Texas quote, you don't get any more Texas than Sam Houston. He says, "Texas has yet to learn submission to any oppression, come from what source it may." And that's almost spiritual. Well, shoot, it is spiritual. Our look at this day in history from the History Channel will happen sometime in the next 30 minutes, and it has to do with the Medal of Honor. That's all on the way. Right now, Kelly Kenning with God's Got This on Inspirational Country Radio. This one from this year. We're going to take it back a few years with some Rascal Flatts coming up right after this, and how about some Reba? That's all on the way right here.
We all have a tendency to carry our own crosses, but the weight of the world ain't new, and he's knocking at your door. 'Cause God's got this in the palm of his hands. No, you don't have to worry, it's all in his plans. You might be down and out, see the end in sight, then a miracle will happen right before your eyes. Just put your faith in him, 'cause God's got this. Everybody's talking about the times that we live in. The world's gone crazy, don't look like there's any way out. We ought to have plenty, but we walk around empty, feeling like there's something missing. Well, we're not in control, so you gotta let go of all your fears and doubts. 'Cause God's got this in the palm of his hands. No, you don't have to worry, it's all in his plans. You might be down and out, see the end in sight, then a miracle will happen right before your eyes. Just put your faith in him, 'cause God's got this. No matter what your problem is, big or small, just call on Jesus. sight, then a miracle will happen right before your eyes. Just put your faith in Him, 'cause God's got guts. God's got guts. God's got guts.
There's a place in your heart nobody's been. Take me there. Things nobody knows, not even your friends. Take me there. Tell me about your mama, your daddy, your hometown. Show me around. I wanna see it all. Don't leave anything out. I wanna know everything about you. Then, and I wanna go down every road you've been. Where your hopes and dreams and wishes live, where you keep the rest of your life hid. I wanna know the girl behind that pretty stare. Take me there. Your first real kiss, your first true love. You were scared. Show me where you learned about life. Spend your summer nights without a care. Take me there. I wanna roll down Main Street, the back roads, like you did when you were a kid. What made you who you are? Tell me what your story is. I wanna know everything about you. Then, and I wanna go down every road you've been. Where your hopes and dreams and wishes live, where you keep the rest of your life hid. I wanna know the girl behind that pretty stare. Take me I wanna know everything about you. Yeah, everything about you, baby. I wanna go down every road you've been. Where your hopes and dreams and wishes live, where you keep the rest of your life hid. I wanna know the girl behind that pretty stare. Take me, take me, take me Take me there. Take me, baby. Take me, take me
We'll have that Medal of Honor story from this day in history with the History Channel coming up right after this one. Sing it now. It's Reba.
Well, I have sung Amazing Grace since I was just a child, and I've joined in on It Is Well at least 1,000 times. And singing Jesus Loves Me is a precious memory. I remember well just as I am first brought me to my knees. Oh, but here I am surrounded by some things I can't explain. But the truth is still the truth. In the moments my heart breaks. And if I could sing it then, I can sing it now. 'Cause who he was is who he is, beyond the shadow of a doubt. I might be standing in the darkness with trouble all around, but if I could sing it then, I can still sing it now. Oh, it's not always easy to join those melodies, but how sweetly they remind me of what I still believe. A voice that's raised in times like these may be the truest praise, 'cause I've never been forsaken, and that will never change. And if I could sing it then, I can sing it now. 'Cause who he was is who he is, beyond the shadow of a doubt. I might be standing in this darkness with trouble all around, but if I could sing it then, I can still sing it now. Great is thy faithfulness, almighty fortress is our God, standing on the promises. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. And if I could sing it then, I can sing it now. 'Cause who he was is who he is, beyond the shadow of a doubt. I might be standing in this darkness with trouble all around, but if I could sing it then, if I could sing it then, well, I can still sing it now. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch just like me.
Reba with Sing It Now back in 1862 on this day in history from the History Channel. And here you go. President Abraham Lincoln signed into law a measure calling for the awarding of a United States Army Medal of Honor in the name of Congress, quote, to such non-commissioned officers and privates as shall most distinguish themselves by their gallantry in action and other soldier-like qualities during the present insurrection. The previous December, Lincoln had approved a provision creating a United States Navy Medal of Valor, which was the basis of the Army Medal of Honor created by Congress in July of 1862. The first Army soldiers to receive what would become the nation's highest military honor were 6 members of a Union raiding party who in 1862 penetrated deep into Confederate territory to destroy bridges and railroad tracks between Chattanooga and Atlanta. In 1863, the Medal of Honor was made a permanent military declaration available to all members, including commissioned officers of the United States military. It is conferred upon those who have distinguished themselves in actual combat at risk of life beyond the call of duty. That on this day in 1862. And at 8:32, that's this day in history from the History Channel. We got a lot more on the way, a little bit less than a half hour left on Inspirational Country Mornings Live. And how about now? Alan Jackson, you got to love this song. Small Town Southern Man. Stay with us on the way, Bobby Bowen and Wade Bowen. That's all coming up right here on Abilene's Inspirational Country Radio and streaming 24/7 online at inspirationalcountryradio.org.
Born the middle son of a farmer in a small town southern man. Like his daddy's daddy before him, brought up working on the land. Fell in love with a small town woman and they married up and settled down. Natural way of life if you're lucky for a small town southern man. First there came 4 pretty daughters for this small town southern man. Then a few years later came another boy, he wasn't planned. 7 people living all together in a house built with his own hands. Little words but love and understanding from a small town southern man. And he bowed his head to Jesus and he stood for Uncle Sam. And he only loved one woman, was always proud of what he had. He said his greatest contribution is the ones he'll leave behind. Raised on the ways and gentle kindness of a small town southern man. Callous hands told the story for this small town southern man. He gave it all to keep it all together and keep his family on his land. Like his daddy, years wore out his body, made it hard just to walk and stand. You can break the back, but you can't break the spirit of a small town southern man. And he bowed his head to Jesus, and he stood for Uncle Sam. And he only loved one woman, was always proud of what he had. He said his greatest contribution is the ones he'll leave behind. Raised on the ways and gentle kindness of a small town southern man. Finally death came calling for this small town southern man. He said it's alright 'cause I see angels and they got me by the hand. Don't you cry and don't you worry, I'm blessed and I know I am. 'Cause God has a place in heaven for a small town southern man. And he bowed his head to Jesus and he stood for Uncle Sam. And he only loved one woman, was always proud of what he had. He said his greatest contribution is the ones he'll leave behind. Raised on the ways and gentle kindness of a small town southern man. Raised on the ways and gentle kindness of a small town southern man.
Christian radio is an amazing opportunity for Jesus to be shared.
It spreads that message that Jesus loves you and that no matter how hard it is, you are never alone.
94.1 Inspirational Country Radio.
My Lord, what shall I give him today? wants my heart more than he asks for my wage. One day I'll die, but it won't be my last day. When I look in his eyes, I know that I did okay. My Lord, what shall I sing him for now? A song full of praise from a mouth full of doubt. I lift up my face and I sing out loud. With all my mistakes, I still made him proud. He paid it all for me, carried that cross for you. On that rugged walk, he knew what he'd had to do. Opened his arms up wide, invited the world inside. With one final breath, he conquered death for me and for you. My Lord, where would he want me to go? Just across town, or a place where I don't know a soul? Just tell me where, and I'll hit the road with no time to spare and no heavy load. He paid it all for me, carried that cross for you. On that rugged walk,
Hamilton Supply Company at 1364 U.S. Highway 80 East is a proud supporter of Inspirational Country Radio. They're proud to be an official dealership of Honda Power Equipment, Echo, DR Power, and more. Their service department is ready to service most brands of riding mowers, chainsaws, trimmers, generators, or almost any small engine with speed and reliability. In business for Abilene since 1969, it's Hamilton Supply Company. Just need a part? The Part Finder on their website at hamsco.com can help you accurately locate just about any part for just about any piece of outdoor power equipment. They also carry Green Mountain pellet grills. Hamilton Supply Company, East Highway 80, east of Judge Ely Boulevard in Abilene. 325-673-4556. That's 673-4556. Hamilton Supply Company. Thank you for your support of 94.1 Inspirational Country Radio.
Back then it was I saw the light, will the circle be unbroken, great speckled bird. These days it's Jesus take the wheel, I saw God today, and when I get where I'm going.
Is anybody out there searching? Has anybody lost their way? Am I the only one who's hurting today? Must have got some bad directions. How'd we ever end up here? All this pain and desperation and fear. But if we ever make it home, there'll be peace like we've never known. Nobody's gonna walk alone. We'll be leaning on each other. And every wall that we built up high is gonna fall right before our eyes. Love will surely conquer hate if we ever make it home. There's darkness and daylight as the devil works his trade. He's the first one at your graveside with a smile on his face. There's a flicker in the distance where a single candle glows and another walking with us. Who knows that if we ever make it home, there'll be peace like we've never known. Nobody's gonna walk alone. We'll be leaning on each other. And every wall that we built up high is gonna fall right before our eyes. Love will surely conquer hate if we ever make it home. If we ever make it home, there'll be peace like we've never known. Nobody's gonna walk alone. We'll be leaning on each other, loving one another. And every wall that we built up high is gonna fall right before our eyes. Love will surely conquer hate if we ever make it home.
Wade Bowen with If We Ever Make It Home, rather. It's Inspirational Country Radio in the morning. That song from back in 2005. We've got Patsy Cline coming up in just a little while. Also some Andrew Marshall, and we're going to be headed off with EC Ice towards your noon hour. Here's Perfectly Broken, If You Could Love Me Anyways. It's Inspirational Country Radio.
I've cussed at my mama till I made her cry. I've looked at my daddy and told him a lie. There's a side of this cowboy that nobody sees. I guess you could say he's still working on me. I'm a long way from perfect, I'm telling you now. But you say you still love me, and I'm wondering how could anybody make use of a washed up excuse for a man? Are you saying that you have a plan for my life after all that I've done, knowing that it ain't right? It just don't seem possible to me. I've heard of your mercy and I've heard of your grace. I guess what I'm trying to say is here I am. If you can love me anyway. Well, I've heard 2911 70 times 7, but it still don't add up to the mess I've got myself in. Can you really see past the pain and regret? And won't you forgive? Do you really forget? I'm nothing without you, this promise I hold. You say I'm worth dying for, and streets of gold. The chances I blew don't mean nothing to you anymore. Are you saying that you have a plan for my life after all that I've done, knowing that it ain't right? It just don't seem possible to me. I've heard of your mercy and I've heard of your grace. I guess what I'm trying to say is here I am. If you can love me anyway. Yeah, I've heard of your mercy and I've heard of your grace. I guess what I'm trying to say is here I am. If you can love me anyway. If you can love me anyway. Oh.
If You Could Love Me Anyway, Perfectly Broken, 8:52 on your Friday morning. A couple of events we want to remind you of. A few, and I think they're pretty much all next weekend in Brownwood. A great country and gospel and bluegrass kind of miniature festival at Lemon's Barbecue. That music kicks off at 10 o'clock on next Saturday morning, the 20th, and then on Sunday morning, the 21st, starts up at 10:30, and they're going to take a break for a message at 11 o'clock. They said they've got over 13 different artists coming in from across Texas and Oklahoma. Also that day from 1 to 5 o'clock down the street here on Butternut at the Discovery Center, they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the first moon landing. There's a silent auction. They even have a Apollo 16 Lego set and and items like foil from the actual Apollo 11 landing module. They're also going to have some informative lectures, activities for the kids like moon bounces. Yeah, they've thought this out. Snacks including moon pies and Milky Ways. That's from 1 to 5 next Saturday, the 20th at the Discovery Center. That night at 6 o'clock, registration begins for another play day in the Buckle series out at Merkel's Salt Branch Cowboy Church. Poles, barrels, and other events. It is a Buckle Series. Registration at 6. The actual competition starts up at around 7 o'clock. A great time of fellowship and fun and perhaps some food out at Salt Branch Cowboy Church. That is in the 1400 block of Wimberley Road in Merkel. That's also next Saturday night. And don't forget about the 26th. It's a Friday night over at Homer's on North 1st, just east of Pioneer Drive. Zane Williams live in concert. You can find all the information about tickets for that over on Eventbrite. We're about to tell you goodbye in just a moment, but first, Andrew Marshall, Getting My Jesus On. It's Abilene's Inspirational Country Radio. The morning show, live. I'm Dustin Tatro. We'll be right back after this.
No, thank you, boys. I think I'm sitting this one out. I know too well where that road leads. That's not what I'm about. I've had my share of crazy. It's time to let it go. Made a change or two, found new direction for my life. Gonna be a better father, better husband to my wife. Spend a little more time on things that matter most. Well, tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded hands on bended knees, loving the one who's loved me all along. Yeah, boys, I'm staying right here, getting my Jesus on. Second sermon just last week at church with God. It reminded me of who I am and everything I'm not. Must have known that I was coming. I heard that preacher loud and clear. Oh, I don't plan to get to where I'm going overnight. I know there'll be temptation. Lord, I'm ready for the fight. I've ran my ship for long enough. It's time for you to steer. Well, tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded hands on bended knees, loving the one who's loved me all along. Yeah, boys, I'm staying right here, getting my Jesus on. I got a troubled past behind me. He's promised to forget. He's promised to forget. He loves me for who I am, not the man that I ain't yet. So tonight I lay my worries down, taking a breath, turning around, headed right on back to the place where I belong. Gonna find every bit of strength I need, with folded
Getting my Jesus on. It is Andrew Marshall on Inspirational Country Radio. Until Monday morning, remember, you matter, you are loved, and we prayed for you. So go share the love of Christ. EC's in a moment. Have a great Friday. Love you.
Is light on mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make